Molly BOWES.
Hello.
You're chewing.
I am. You have a bag of Trolley gummy worms,
I
and I
do.
can't control myself.
Welcome to Room for Rent. Very
glad
happy
to
to
be
have
here.
you. Yeah?
I'm already talking over you.
Yeah, this is going to be a great episode. I can already tell. Very happy to have you on. We are getting started this episode a little later than my scheduled time. You were late. You said there's a good reason for it. I feel like the principal. Can you explain to me your excuse for why you were late and why I should believe you?
The Walgreens on the corner of Sunset and Western is its own K-hole, okay?
Wait, hang on a second. You say everything's a K-hole. This is your go-to.
I know. It's my go-to excuse to make up the fact that I have untreated ADHD. but this was very real. A homeless lady came in covered in shit. It was
literally
everywhere, literal
like
shit.
Her shit.
I don't know. Maybe she was like finger painting with someone. It was so scary. She started knocking over everything in the makeup aisle, and then everybody in the cashier line had to run over to her. And this man in front of me was returning something. And I swear to God, this always happens when I need to be somewhere at a specific time. Yes.
She was covered in literal turds.
Yeah, it was rubbed all over the bottom of her pants. She was wearing like gray pants and it was brown.
Ooh, could you smell it?
If I didn't have COVID 2 times in the past 6 months, probably.
You don't have a sense of smell still?
I don't know. I feel like I could taste things, but certain things I can't smell.
I don't know if you go to places that are K-holes or if you are the K-hole.
I might be. I might be.
I don't even know what a K-hole is, if we're being completely...
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, or is that
It's
just
like
a
when
term
you're
you
having
use?
a bad trip, like you go into a K-hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's for ketamine, right?
I think so.
Have you done ketamine?
I've been offered it so many times, but I have not.
Oh, would you?
I don't think so.
Isn't it a horse tranquilizer?
I think that's what Quaaludes are.
No, I think ketamine is also... I sound so stupid. I have no idea. I'm not a drug person at all.
Same.
Well, that's interesting. What were you buying at Walgreens?
I was buying lip gloss.
Is that the lip gloss you have on now?
It is.
What is it, NYX?
No, it's my favorite MAC lip gloss dupe. It's like...
What's the
It
brand?
reminds me of Smuckers, to be honest with you.
Smuckers was
Lip
great.
Smackers, that's why I buy it.
But what's the brand?
I think it's Milani. It's some CVS
Never
brand.
heard of it.
It's amazing, though. Oh, my God. Go to.
You're like a defluencer.
Defluence.
Do you know what that is?
It's like you only buy the dupes of everything.
Yeah. You'd like well, no, that's wrong, I guess. I guess you can be an influencer for dupes. De-influencer is like when you tell people what's bad. So you would tell people like MAC is bad, basically, if you were a de-influencer.
I just don't want to spend $35 on that when I know I could get like three of them.
I went to the Sephora sale this week. I've never felt younger in my life.
Dude.
The new makeup I bought, which is what I have on now, I feel like I look 10 years younger. Like, people are going to go look at past episodes and they'll be like, she was right.
You look dewy. You have a dewy essence to you.
It's amazing. It's the bronzer.
Dude, we love a good dew. We love a good dew.
Yeah, and I can't even lie. Do you know who Alex Earl is?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I bought a lot of her recos, mostly because she's blonde, not because she's like Alex Earl, but because I'm like, okay, I'm blonde, she's blonde, she's tanner than I am, but whatever. And she knows her shit as a blonde woman. Like, she's not out there buying. Have you bought any Alex Earl products?
I did fall for buying white eyeliner, and someone asked me if I was on drugs.
They asked you if you were on drugs?
Yeah, they asked me if I was on drugs.
You were like, no, I just came from a Euphoria shoot. Like, what is, no?
Dude, when I put it on, it looked like I put white out all over my eyelids.
Maybe you didn't do it right.
It was so bad.
Do you have a picture?
It was so bad.
I'll post it on the Instagram if you do.
Okay, yeah, I do. I kind of looked like Harajuku.
Because I have it on right now. I don't look like I have white out all over my face.
Oh my God. Okay, you put it on the right way. I put it on and I picked up food. And like, I picked up food and I swear a security guard tried escorting me out.
Yeah, because he probably thought you also had shit all over you.
Yeah, I did. It was insane. Yeah.
Well, I was so excited to have you on the pod because you told me you had a lot of really crazy stories, and I recently found out that you went to Arizona State University for college, which...
Go Devils!
Ooh.
Go Devils!
You know, I don't know if you know this, so if you do, I still have questions, but Arizona State University, when I was in college, which I'm a handful of years older than you, had the #1 STDs cases in the country of any university. It was Arizona State. Was that the case when you went to school?
Yes. A whole floor of people, like 2 floors below me, like everyone on the floor got herpes. And no shame to herpes, just
But
like...
you know, who was the person
Yeah.
that was going around banging everybody? Like, who was patient 0 on the floor?
Oh my gosh. I think it was this guy who I've saved in my phone as Brandon High Turtle.
Why?
I don't know. I feel
Okay.
like
Some things I'm not going to ask questions for that you tell me.
I went through my contacts and like I got rid of so many people I haven't talked to in the past like 4 or 3 years, but it was a lot. It was so much like, oh my God. I had a whole friend group of people who got it, and once again, like no
But
shame
you never
to
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe you're immune.
I mean,
A whole floor that you lived on had herpes.
yeah. I lived
And
2
you
floors
never
above.
got
I
it. You
lived
didn't
2
even
floors
get it
above.
from like, you know, the way people thought they were going to get COVID from like breathing the air.
Oh my gosh,
Like
I
if
was
there's
so
that much herpes
scared.
on your floor, I think you can catch it airborne.
I didn't find out until I was 22 that like you can't get herpes from sharing towels. I really thought that.
Was Google around when you were in school?
In 2019, Google was around.
Then you just didn't think.
It just scared me so much. But I mean, with like medication, like there's like so many things you can do to like manage that. So
Oh yeah, I mean, I think in some cases herpes isn't a big deal. AIDS isn't even a big deal anymore.
it's not.
I mean, it is, but there's
I was in
things.
Santa Monica last night with my friend, and this guy just came up to us and screamed, "My best friend has AIDS." It was just.
Was he serious?
I don't know. He was out of breath. He was running somewhere. I think he was just trying to be funny, but it really made us laugh so
It
hard.
sounds like somebody in Santa Monica.
Yeah, some
for
tech
sure.
bro who's like drunk probably.
Yeah. Oof. There was one of those by my pool today, and it was not good. But you have to go to my Instagram story if you want to see that, which it won't be up anymore by the time this comes out. But so you told me you had some interesting roommate stories, mostly from college, and now you have no roommates. And I know this because we bonded over the stomach flu. Right?
Yes.
Like we knew each
my
other,
God.
we were friendly, but you had the stomach flu. It seemed like nobody was coming to your rescue.
It was so bad.
And I'm really the last person that would come to somebody's rescue.
That's how bad it was, guys.
Yeah, that's how she was so sick
bad.
that I was seeing her Instagram. She's like, "You guys, I've thrown up 12 times a day." So sick. She looks like she's going to die. I have a vomit phobia. But I felt so bad for you. And then I found out you lived alone. I was like, nobody's coming to this girl's rescue. Like, you live...
Well, to be fair, I do have a life-size ET doll that is my roommate, so...
Like I said, nobody was coming to your rescue.
I mean,
and
ET.
you live basically where the movie Pretty Woman was written, which, therefore, nobody's coming to help you. Like, that's a part of Hollywood that is, like, not... So I dropped off some Pedialyte and crackers.
Technically,
for
it's
you.
Los Feliz because it's above the Hollywood Boulevard street, but, like, I don't know.
Is that your address?
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to, not your address,
Yeah.
but like if you were to, somebody were to write you a letter. would
I
they
tell
put in
people Los
Feliz?
Feliz, yeah.
Interesting.
I
'cause
know.
It's very much Hollywood.
90027.
Don't
It's the
give away
zip
your whole
code.
address. This is going on the internet.
I know. Please come murder me. I'm $83,000 in student loan debt for a broadcast journalism degree, and I still can't spell cinnamon.
From ASU. So
Yeah.
I don't know how legitimate
Walter
that is.
Cronkite School of Journalism, okay?
He went to ASU?
He has a college named after him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that why you went there? A big,
Yes.
Big Walter Cronkite
Oh, yes. Huge Walter Cronkite fam in the family, in the house. Give it up for my man,
fan?
Walter.
You know, some people have Jesus above their bed. You have Walter.
I have a guillotine over mine, I think.
Do you even know what Walter
I'm kidding.
Cronkite looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
He kind of is old looking when
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
that when they
Aging
get
is a privilege. It is. It is.
So so tell me wherever you want to start with these roommate stories. Do you want to start like freshman year in the dorms? Do you have something crazy you want to like really just get off your chest? Do you want to?
Let's go into my junior year of college.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually my sophomore year of college. I got 3 roommates all on random.
Were you living in a house?
I was in an apartment on-campus student housing that actually had a lazy river in it.
Oh my God.
Yes, but the downside
love
of there being
that.
a lazy river is that so many people would drink alcohol in it that it was always like getting emptied because there were so many crushed up glass bottles at the bottom of it.
Crushed up glass
Yeah,
bottles?
yeah,
So
people
were you
would
just
break
getting
bottles.
shards of glass
All the time.
in you?
All the time. You would like, I remember like going on this lazy river and just literally like going on it with my feet, my heels down, and I'd just get dragged across the bottom of the pool like a pedicure.
Oh no.
That was my pumice stone. It
So
was
would
wonderful.
you get glass in your feet?
I probably.
And you just, that's not a concern. That was not a concern at the time. You were
It
just like, you know
wasn't.
what, YOLO.
I was just so focused on my grades and just
So focused on it. What was your GPA?
oh my god. Before I started comedy or after?
Both.
Before I started comedy, my GPA was a 3.45. When I
That's
graduated,
the average. I just looked up what the average GPA was at ASU, and it was a 3.4. And I was like, I wonder if that's what Molly had.
that was before I did comedy. I think I graduated with like a 2.8 or 2.7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's being generous. It was definitely lower than that.
Walter would be so proud.
I think he would be. I
do feel like if you finish with a GPA below a certain point, you shouldn't have student loans. It's like,
shouldn't.
she wasn't there. Are you going to make her pay?
There's no,
And then
retweet.
nobody would go to school.
Yeah, it was, but so my sophomore year, I was at this place called The District on Apache.
Doesn't sound racist or appropriating. Of
Not
culture
at all. Arizona, not at all. Completely PC state.
Very liberal out
Yeah,
there.
so liberal. I got these two roommates. It was three of us living there, these two roommates, and one of them had an emotional support dog. She claimed it was an emotional support dog, but this emotional support dog needed an emotional support human because she was away from it for so long.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. She would lock it up in her room, and it would just piss and shit everywhere.
But I think that's just she didn't take the dog out enough.
No, she
And it
didn't.
wasn't trained, clearly.
It wasn't trained. It wasn't. I'm trying to remember. Was there another girl living with us? How many rooms were there? Guys, I have COVID brain. Okay, it's insane.
No, it's 2023. I don't know if you can use that as an excuse anymore. I have some pills I can give you that'll get rid of that.
This
if
might
you
just
want
be
'em.
my personality, actually. I think so. But yeah, she would. This poor dog. She didn't take care of the dog, and that really pissed me off because if you know me, you know I love dogs. I love little chihuahuas and.
Well, did you just like adopt the dog then? Were you like, okay, you know what? If she's gonna leave the dog locked up in a room, I'm just gonna like take the dog out and take care of it.
No, she wouldn't
Oh,
let
so
us
did
go
not
into her
assume-
room.
Oh, okay.
The door was always locked, and then the other girl who lived with us, she would accuse me of stealing her meat. And I've been a vegetarian since I was 13, since around the age of my bat mitzvah. And guys, it would rot. It would rot. Like
The meat?
the meat would rot.
But she would accuse you guys of eating it.
Yes, because she would rip off pieces of meat, of like ground beef in our apartment, and it would just like start rotting. Like where she grabbed it from, it would be brown.
Yeah.
It was disgusting, and it would
happens.
stink, and it was just.
She didn't
was
keep it in
so
the
scary.
fridge?
She did keep it in the fridge, but for some reason it would go brown. Like it was so gross, and she would never throw it out, and it like
But
I would
how
have
can
nightmares.
she blame it on you guys then if it wasn't being eaten? That is the most illogical thing I've ever heard.
It doesn't make any sense.
Was
no,
she
it
ill? Mentally ill?
Yes, because she would make me pay for the electricity, but she would make me Venmo it to her when her mom paid for the electricity. So it was basically me giving her money.
Why didn't you just say no? There's a point where like the logic stops and then intelligence has to kick in. Why didn't you stand your ground?
Because I was so scared of her.
What was she, 350-pound Samoan woman? What's going on here?
Like probably like 250 pounds heavier than me. Like, or she was 250
So
pounds.
she was 350 pounds.
I'm so bad at math.
No,
it
worse,
was,
I guarantee
it was so scary though. She was scary, and then the girl with the dog, I came home one night and she had a room full of these girls, and they tried to fight me.
The girl with the dog had friends that tried to fight you.
Yes, they tried to fight me, And it was
What,
just...
dude, like out of nowhere? They
Yes.
just came into your room and they're like, Molly, we're going to beat your ass?
No, I came home and there were like 10 people in our living room, and like her dog was like still in her room, even though there were people over.
Yeah. But then why were they trying to fight you?
Because they knew I didn't agree with how they were treating this dog. It was just...
That doesn't make any sense, Molly. Why would 10 people want to fight you over the dog that was locked up and you're
because
just
I
coming
didn't like
home?
her. I didn't like this girl because like...
But this girl was so popular.
No, she wasn't popular. She was so ratchet, dude. She was so fucking
But she had 10
ratchet.
friends. She's popular.
Yeah, popular with ratchet people. Yeah.
Like what? How you have to give like more. Not everybody knows what that word means. Like what you have to give some context. What they look like? How did they dress? What did they spend their time doing? Were they in the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism?
No, they weren't. It was a random. It was in Tempe. So the journalism school was in downtown Phoenix, and my roommate freshman year was so awesome. Shout out Faye Schneider, so great. I loved her. She like convinced me to actually do stand-up comedy, which could either be a great thing or ruin my life. And like I just like, oh my God, it made me so scared. Like this girl scared me so much. And like the only normal roommate in this like 4-person suite was this like really nice girl. Like, I don't remember her name, but she's a teacher in Arizona now. But she was the only sane person. Like she liked Daniel Caesar, like very like chill girl.
Okay.
But oh my God, that was so scary. Just that.
I love how the person that you trusted and felt the safest with, you have no idea her name. Don't know anything. You know her occupation.
Yeah.
You know her interests. No idea what her name is.
I don't remember her name.
This is, you're going to marry the man of your dreams. He's going to live in your house. You're going to know him for 35 years. And you'll be like, oh, this is my husband. What's your name again? Is that going to be?
Yeah.
That will be, I could see that. No?
Like, there was a point where when I lived in downtown Phoenix, this was summer of 2019, I didn't know 2 of my roommates' names.
Do you know my name?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
that's
But
good.
I didn't know their names because it was just so random and it was so out of my control. And then when I lived in LA for my internships, like in 2017, I interned at Conan, and like I stayed in an Airbnb that I paid for with my student loan money.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know it was my student loan money until like 2 years ago. So like my mom was getting me like under the impression of, oh, I'm buying you this Airbnb for 6 months. It's like, no, this is my money. This is my money.
my God.
So like I let her pick out where the Airbnb was, and it was a bunch of 50-year-olds. It was so uncomfortable. We had no clue. It was basically a trap house of 50-year-olds. And it was just so creepy.
Was it a house?
Yes, it was
What
someone's...
part of town?
It was in like Beechwood Canyon.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
It was
nice?
beautiful.
And
But
how many bedrooms?
like 5 bedrooms.
Were you sharing a bedroom with a 50-year-old person?
No, but
At,
there were
like,
just 50-year-olds like in other rooms. And it made me so uncomfortable because when we booked the Airbnb, it didn't say anywhere that there'd be other people living with us, like living with me. I just thought I was just renting a room. This person lives in another house. It was,
yeah, like
it
a
was
guest
so
house
bad.
situation or something.
Yeah, and this like 50-year-old British woman would give me like unsolicited sex advice.
What did she say?
It was so crazy.
Okay, you have to like.
Oh my
What was
God.
the advice?
She gave me a pamphlet on how to eat someone out, and I'm like, I don't want this. I don't
Was she
want
trying to
this.
come on to you?
I don't know, but
Did she think you were into girls?
I don't know. She didn't think I was sexually active, like at all. I don't think. She was just. It was so uncomfortable. This
Was
British
she
lady.
sexually active?
It's all she did. I think. I think she may or may not have been like a prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she was trying to maybe bring you under her wing and get you into the biz.
It was so scary.
What else did she tell you? Do you still have the pamphlet? I would read from that
honestly,
on stage.
it's probably somewhere at my parents' house.
Oh, good. Your
Yeah.
mom can find it.
My mom can find it. She needs that really desperately, I think. But it was just so uncomfortable living with 50-year-olds. So uncomfortable.
Yeah, I could see how that would be. I mean, I've always liked older people in general. Like, I've always been like the kid that hung out with the adults. But an unhinged 50-year-olds, I'm not down for.
Oh my God, some of these people thought they were like YouTube stars because they had 102 subscribers on their channel. Like, it was...
Seriously?
It was so mentally
So you
ill.
were in like a geriatric YouTube TikTok creator's house for
Yeah.
people who were so delusional they thought 5 views made them famous.
What was the name of that house that kept getting shut down? It was a geriatric hype house. Yeah. It was a geriatric hype house. It was crazy.
Did anybody wear Depends?
No, but like there were ants everywhere in my room.
Ooh. Did you have your own room?
I did have my own room.
That's good.
And I was just so upset that I had to live with these like really creepy people. And
What was the split of like men and women? Like, was it the same people the whole time you lived there?
No,
They
it
would
was
just come and go?
rotational weirdos for like 5 months.
Was anybody
Rotational
like doing
weirdos.
drugs?
Yes, yes.
Or
And
what kind of drugs?
that was scary. I to this day I don't know, but I do know one day I pulled up. There was an ambulance in the driveway because someone overdosed on edibles.
No, that's what they do at school now. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, someone had
Did
too
you
many
see
edibles. I did, and it was so funny. This lady with short brown hair came out of the geriatric hype house, and she was on a stretcher for edibles. And I'm just thinking, for me, that's just a Wednesday.
Do you do edibles?
I don't.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say,
fried
you
my
stop.
brain with weed, I think.
It happens.
I haven't smoked or had alcohol in like 2 years.
Oh wow, good for you.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Sometimes you just can't deal with the hangovers and the anxiety of like reading the most insane text messages that I sent the night before.
Are you a crazy drunk texter?
Yeah, crazy.
What's the craziest thing you sent somebody?
I
when you
just
were
go in
drunk?
these paragraphs of "I'm so grateful to have you as a friend."
Oh, you're a
just, like,
happy
have so
drunk.
much gratitude, and it's just like this gratitude is just.
But you're like this sober. You're like
Yeah.
that, so
Yeah.
you can't be that embarrassed.
Oh my god, no! Just like, oh my god, the pictures, just dumb shit, very dumb shit. Yeah, not nudes, but just even worse. That's how dumb they could be.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad you're sober if that's better for you, but like,
Yeah.
I like your off the wall person.
Oh my god, it's so hard being off the walls, but that's why I like living alone. I think that's the best part about
So,
not
but
having
maybe
roommates.
I mean, can you not compete with people who are more off the wall than you? Like these people you were living with, these 50-year-olds.
It was just a creep. It was so creepy. It was so fucking creepy.
Did you guys ever have like dinners together, or did you clean house together, or like?
No, it was just
nothing. There was no
unsolicited-
sense of community at all.
No, it was just unsolicited advice from like tourists that would come in.
Okay, and what would they tell you?
Oh my god, it was just so much, just like, oh, you're an actress. Oh, you're working at this lot. Let me give you my cupcakes to give to Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, no, I'm not
Wait,
giving you.
really?
I'm not giving Ellen DeGeneres cupcakes.
So they were almost like super fan, like Hollywood super fans, like people who
Yeah.
move here to be extras in movies to say they like made it in Hollywood. Like there are people like that.
Yeah.
Like my mom used to have a friend that would go to New York and she would go to all the Broadway plays and then she would get pictures with all the celebrities, like Trump, everybody who's like a New York
my God.
who's who. She was a big Trump fan. This was long before he became anything. But yeah, so she has like all these pictures with people like that. There's people.
Yeah.
That sounds like what these people were.
It's
like,
scary. Yeah, that's it. And like some of them, they thought they were famous. Like I said, like some of these geriatric people thought they were famous.
I love how you say geriatric and they're like
Yeah.
50. Like,
No, they were
50's
like definitely
not
like,
that old
they were definitely
anymore.
like 70. Like I feel
oh my
like
God.
that is geriatric.
But they were still having sex. So.
Yeah, they were fucking each other. I'm pretty sure.
Oof. Nobody came on. None of the guys came on to you though.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. and
What
that-
was
it
their What were
so
their lines?
creepy. Oh my god. Oh, you're from Chicago. I'm from Oak Park. Like
That was it.
just like very like creepy, and then unsolicited advice and like sending me like so many text messages.
Oh
It's,
my
like,
God.
only
Did you ever get in
message-
fights with any of them?
No, but some of these people like wouldn't pay rent, and like the landlord would be like, "Oh, you could stay here if you do like maintenance around the building or property." It was like very weird. I think that's like human trafficking. Like,
Slavery?
were they slaves?
It could be. I mean, I don't know the intricacies, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of that here where people don't pay rent and they like help. They help
Yeah.
around the house or whatever.
Yes. And then when I moved to LA, like I moved here, and I don't know why I listened to my mom again. She was like, "Okay, well, you're gonna need an Airbnb so you can live somewhere while you look for a job. Guys, don't move to LA unless you have a job, okay? Let's just first go out with that. Otherwise, you're going to have to live in some really weird places with really weird people.
But you can get an apartment before you move here. Like, you can do a sight unseen thing and apply for an apartment. Why
But you
didn't
have to
you
have a
just-
job.
Yeah, I guess.
You have
or
to
some
already have a
savings.
job.
You have to be able to like prove your income on some
Yeah.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I worked at House of Pies when I moved to
Oh,
LA.
I love House of Pies
on Franklin
I
Avenue.
love.
Oh my God,
House of
I was the
Pies.
worst cashier.
That's
It
right.
was-
You were telling me
it was
about
so
this.
bad. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it was so bad. I couldn't even be a hostess. Like,
How long did you work there?
oh God, like 3.5 months.
Did you get fired?
I think it was 4 months.
Or did you quit?
I don't know if I got fired or if I quit. To be honest with you, I have to take a gummy worm. These are my favorite.
What's your favorite thing to eat at House of Pies?
I love their German chocolate pie.
I'm not a German chocolate person.
It's amazing. I just really want
They
you
have
guys to
really
hear
good
this.
fettuccine Alfredo. I know that sounds crazy, like that they wouldn't, but it's good. So after you left House of Pies, where did you go work?
I was unemployed, and then COVID happened, and that was my godsend. Baruch Hashem for COVID. Okay. Yeah, but when I worked at House of Pies, I was living up on a hill, and
You like hills.
I love hills. I love a good hill.
You
dude.
find your
I love
yeah.
I love tanning and marinating under the sun on the hill at Griffith. Anyways, but I lived with an alcoholic, and that was scary. That was scary. And once again, Airbnb did not tell me that there'd be someone living with me while I was living there.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if Airbnb didn't tell you, or you just didn't read the fine print.
Probably the fine print.
Yeah.
Probably that.
Because this is a pattern now.
And it was definitely like illegal that I was living there for like the 3 months I lived there, because the person would always be like, don't let anyone know. If anyone asks, just say you're staying a few nights.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the apartment didn't allow Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's how it is where I live.
It was so creepy. And I literally lived in a living room that was converted into a bedroom.
So was there a bed?
There was a bed, but it was indeed one of those pull-out. What are they
Yeah,
called?
like a pull-out couch?
Yeah, pull-out couch.
Yeah. Or like a Murphy bed.
Murphy bed. I was gonna say it's an
old.
old-timey word. Murphy bed. Yeah.
And the person was an alcoholic.
Yes.
A comedian? Just kidding.
And he like claimed, no, it wasn't him that was an alcoholic. It was his wife or partner. I don't know. It was a weird situation they had.
Would they fight?
was
Like, how
alcoholic.
did you find
Yeah.
out she was an
Yeah,
alcoholic?
because she'd always answer the door smelling like hand sanitizer, and like it was definitely alcohol. Like,
She's
and
drinking, like,
she
rubbing
didn't drive.
alcohol?
She didn't drive
Jesus.
anywhere. She didn't drive anywhere, and she said she didn't
probably
have
didn't have a license.
Yes. Once she said she didn't have a license, boom, alcoholic.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I think after you get 3 DUIs, especially here, I think it's like game over. Like, you go to jail and you don't get a license
In
for a long time.
Wisconsin, they hand them out like coupons, and you can still drive.
Yeah, here's different though.
Yeah.
Here, yeah, you can still make it in Hollywood. You just can't drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And after that, I like worked at House of Pies. I got enough money for a down payment for like to lease a place, you know.
Yeah. And is that where you live now?
No,
Oh.
no. But I was working at House of Pies, and I actually like overstayed my stay at the first Airbnb place I was at. So then I went over to another Airbnb, and I was so scared of running into the really crazy lady at the place I lived at during my internship.
Okay.
And my mom, I listened to my mom. I don't listen to hers often, but she was like, I found
is
this
the third
great
time.
place. This great place online where you can live. Mind you, I was only like 21 at the time when this happened. And lo and behold, it was the same owner of the Geriatric Hype House, had another property under Beechwood Canyon.
I think your mom is fucking with you.
Yeah.
I think your mom
that's one
knows
way.
the people at the Geriatric Hype House, and they were like, you know what, we're
It
gonna
was
watch
all for
over
a deal.
her.
No, it was all for a deal, a discounted rate. That's what it was all for. Yeah, like we're so Jewish. My mom would rather me be unsafe just to save money. Like that's more important to her, saving money.
Oh, yeah. See, when I moved to LA 10 years ago, my parents were like, if you're moving to LA, you need to move somewhere safe. probably Westwood because UCLA is there and it's students and you just graduated from college. So like you'll at least be safe there, like if you have to walk around at night or something like that. So there was no way I would have ended up in a geriatric hype house.
Smart. Well, my mom still doesn't believe me of like how creepy these people are.
She doesn't believe you?
She doesn't believe
me. What kind
me.
of person is your mom?
She's wonderful, but she yes. Anyways, guys, this is how you make a comedian. You just mommy issues.
Set your kids up for failure and then they become funny, right?
It's literally it. But I only stayed at the second Airbnb for like 3 weeks, and then I got approved of a studio apartment in what I thought was Los Feliz, but boy, it was Little Armenia.
Oh,
it was Little Armenia, and is this putting you to sleep, Maria?
No,
Maria,
no.
Are you getting tired?
No, daytime. I'm just in the daytime. I'm just kind of a tired person.
I'm just gonna start
eating
eating gummy worms then.
No. So you lived in Little Armenia. Here, I'll have one too. I need a little sugar. So you lived in Little Armenia.
Yeah.
And it was a studio. So
it was a studio.
You weren't living with any Armenians.
No.
That you know of.
Little Armenia is all Mexicans and like El Salvadorians.
I haven't spent a lot of time over there, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah. But there was one night where I lost my car keys when I was doing stand-up at West Side Comedy Theater in Santa Monica. Very fun venue.
Great place.
And I got home to my apartment and oh my God, I was so embarrassed to like ask anyone for help that I literally just slept in the lobby couch. It was
the lobby of your apartment.
Yeah, I just slept there. And this really nice lady invited me in to sleep on her couch and I was like, no.
But you didn't want to call a locksmith?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you find your keys the next day? Like, did you find them at West Side?
I found my apartment manager and I just asked for new keys and he never even charged me. He was like, she's so delinquent, I'm not even going to charge her. And God, that delinquent empathy is so great.
It is.
He was so nice, like so nice. He knew I couldn't afford the apartment, but still approved me of it.
Wow.
He asked me if I was old enough.
Thought, like you were hot and sweet and cute.
I think he thought I was a child.
That's not good. That's not. You should go with he thought you were hot and sweet and cute. Not that he thought you were a child.
He asked me if I was over 18. And
Do you think he was a pedo?
No, not a pedo at all. He would only communicate to me though by sending voice memos. And when I eventually got fired from House of Pies, I was screaming in my apartment so loud and crying so hard that he sent me a voice memo to be quiet. He told me my cries were too loud.
You were screaming because you lost your job, or was there something else that happened?
No, I lost my job, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my rent?
I know, but there's a million places to get jobs.
For some reason, I was so unemployable in 2019. I was extra unemployable.
You're not that way now, though. You have all kinds of jobs.
Yeah, I freelance in television, but I was so unemployable. This is before I went on Zoloft to take care of my anxiety and my ADHD. So many people, I'm not a doctor, guys, go see a doctor, but for so many people, ADHD can anxiety and ADHD can really mimic each other a lot in depression. And it was just, I couldn't keep my head on straight. And I was just smoking way too much weed, I think. That was it. And I was trying to finish my incompletes from when I faked my college graduation.
You faked your college graduation?
I did.
So did you actually graduate from college?
I did, but I finished during lockdown because there was nothing else to do. The pandemic.
I think I remember you telling me this or talking about it or something.
Yeah, the lockdown was so bad and there was nothing to do that I literally got a degree. I finished my degree.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it took. It took the end of the world for me to finish college.
Well, I was making croissants.
Yeah, I was.
So good for you.
I was
doing tie-dye.
I was taking Philosophy 101 for a 4th or 5th time.
Oh my God. Okay, so when you faked your graduation, did your mom know you were faking it?
Yes, and she was still proud of me, which makes it so much worse.
Did your dad know you were faking it?
Yes.
And they just went along with it. They're like, you know what?
Just went along with it.
Maybe one day she'll get it.
They were like, oh, she'll finish her 8 incompletes over summer.
Did you walk at graduation?
I did. I walked at graduation.
But you didn't get a diploma.
I didn't. I actually owe Arizona State University, like they won't give me my diploma until I pay back my student loans.
Because of the incompletes?
No, I finished the incompletes. I finished them.
So why won't they give you your diploma?
Like they'll give me an diploma, like an electric diploma, but they won't mail like the official like thick paper one to me.
Really?
Yeah. I have to give them $7,000.
Do they know that everybody at their school has herpes? Just send the diploma.
Send it with a little kiss.
Maybe no kiss. There might be herpes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because I think when I graduated college, they gave us like the book that the diploma goes in, and then I think they mailed you your paper.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was ready yet. So they like hand it to you, and there's all this like pomp and circumstance, and you open it and it's empty, and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what they
It's so
did.
stupid.
But like mine is still empty, and it's sitting in like a junk drawer in my family's living room in Skokie, Illinois.
Oh my God.
My mom actually is so crazy. She told me that she wants to hang my diploma above our toilet because that's where all the money is going for the diploma.
Your mom's hilarious.
Yeah.
I have a Coachella poster above my toilet.
Yeah.
Because that's also where the money goes when you go to
Down the
Coachella.
toilet. Just all down the
way
toilet.
down. Every poster or thing I have in my house is all symbols of stuff I've spent too much money on. Adele. I went to the Adele concert.
Mac DeMarco just came out with an album that has 199 songs on it.
I saw that. Have you listened to all of them? You seem like the type that would just power through.
I'm on 47 right now.
Wow. And how many days did it take you to get to 47?
It took 3 car rides.
Okay. That's not bad. I've been listening to the Euphoria season 1 soundtrack on repeat, which probably says something about my mental health.
Yeah.
Have you listened to that? Are you a Labyrinth fan?
I haven't.
Oh,
I like that one song that goes, I'm all alone, alone. That Labyrinth song.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure you're
It sounds
singing
exactly
in
like
tune.
that. No, it sounds exactly like that, guys. I am
No,
Labyrinth.
but there's also like the Euphoria songs that like trend on TikTok and stuff, and I think that's how I've kind of found it. But yeah, he's playing Coachella tonight. You can watch the live stream. I think like
Hopefully
at 10.
it's a live stream on like Frank Ocean.
No, well, he's not even coming back this weekend.
No.
Don't get me started on all of that. So, okay, so then you moved out here. Let's get back on track. You moved out here. Then you got all the stuff. You got a studio apartment.
Right
we
now?
are, yeah, but you have better shoes on than me. But I just got these.
Look at these jellies. I had
Those are those Jeffrey Campbell?
They are. These are the Jeffrey
Show
Campbell
them
Daggett.
show them
Daggett, guys. Daggett.
So these are also Jeffrey Campbell.
These are the
new.
gummy. I love those.
I love these. I just got them.
Dude, huge Jeffrey Campbell stan.
Yeah, I need to maybe get a pair of those. We'll see. They're expensive. They're like $300.
They're my one expensive
You da
shoe purchase
bougie.
I've made this year. It was
You have
like
pearls
I need
and
them.
$300 cowboy
These
boots
are actually
on.
the pearls that my mom gave
bug
me
in
when I
here.
finished my graduate. When I actually finished all my incompletes for
Aw,
college. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
I have
I-
a pearl necklace, but I think my neck's too big for it.
I
now.
wasn't that sexually active in college, so I got a pearl necklace when I grew up.
From your mom.
From my mom.
Not
My
from
mom
a
gave me
man.
a pearl necklace. Yeah.
No, it's pretty. I like it.
Thank you.
So you got the studio with the guy that asked you if you're 18,
Yes.
but that's not where you live now.
No.
So did you go from that place to your current place?
In May of 2020, I finally moved to Los Feliz, and oh my gosh, I love where I live right now. I am still learning some of my neighbors' names. I know all of their animals'
Well,
names.
that's a lost cause.
Well,
You don't remember anybody's name. What's the point of trying to learn?
but I could remember all of their animals' names. Yeah,
That's all.
my neighbor, he walks a bearded dragon named Gilgamesh and a puggle
No.
named Rosie.
No.
Yeah, he walks them together.
A bearded dragon?
A bearded dragon named
Oh my
Gilgamesh. It's amazing. And Rosie wears tutus. I love my neighborhood. It's so insane.
And what is his life like, this guy?
He
does
is a
work?
line cook.
Oh, yep. Okay.
He's a line cook.
Yep.
He's a line
that
cook.
tracks
Yeah.
with somebody else I know that
Yeah.
has also done some cooking stuff that has a
Yes.
snake.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I know
You
that
attract
person.
amphibian like.
It's
people.
insane. I love the weirdos.
Do you know anybody with a Komodo dragon?
I don't, but I really identify as a lizard queen.
No,
I
you don't.
I do.
Stop
I do,
it.
I do. I think I am.
Why
I
do
just
you?
love it. I love it. Just so weird. It's like Lisa Frank energy. I love that. Like cupcakes and chihuahuas.
I don't know what that is. I know Lisa Frank.
I love
What
Lisa
is-
Frank.
What is cupcakes and chihuahuas?
It's just like fun energy. It's just like
I mean, you're definitely
weird.
very fun.
It's just very weird.
Yeah.
A guy I once dated described me as fun as he was breaking up with me. So now I hate when people describe me as fun because are you calling me a ditz? Are you, yeah, but I just, oh my God. Yeah. Roommates though, I live alone and I'm so happy I live alone because I've had so many friends with horrendous roommates. My friend right now got asked to feed her roommate's cat for like 4 days while she's at Coachella, and it's like insane.
Why is that insane?
Because like you don't ask someone to take care of your pet just because they live with you. Like
I do that.
Really?
Well, I don't do that now. The roommate I have currently is not really an animal person.
Yeah.
And so I don't think she has a lot of experience with animals, so I just sort of don't bother because it's a little scary. But yeah, my last roommate, she loved Bubs so much. There he is. So
Bubs.
cute. That she would like, she wanted me to go out of town so that she could just be home alone with him.
But it's different if it's a cat.
How? Cats are even easier to take care of. All you have to do is clean the litter box and feed them. You don't have to walk them.
Yeah.
You don't have to play with them.
Oh my God,
They
cat
don't,
shit.
I hate
the smell of
cats.
cat
Indoor
shit.
cats.
Oh my God, it's just so
This
disgusting.
is like the third time I've talked about this on this podcast. I think,
Really?
yeah, indoor cats are disgusting.
So gross. Like, dude, my mom told me that she had a coworker that got scratched by a cat, and then they got worms, and her coworker died from getting scratched by a cat. I'm terrified of getting scratched.
I don't know if
by a
I
cat.
believe that. I don't know if I believe half the shit you tell me your mom says. Or just based on this podcast so far. What?
Should we ask her about the cat
Do
story?
you want to? Okay, wait. While you do that, don't call just yet. I'm going to do a quick ad. So before we get into cats and we all die, we have the luxury of being sponsored by MANSCAPED. Have you ever used a MANSCAPED?
I haven't.
Do you want to test? Do you want to check it
Oh
out?
my
Don't test it
gosh.
out.
Oh
You
my
don't
gosh.
shave anything. But
Oh my
like,
gosh, guys, I'm gonna go Britney
this
Spears.
is-
Let's do it. Let's
no,
do it.
no,
Let's
no,
do it.
do not.
Let's do it.
I mean,
How
if
do
you
you-
want
how
to,
do you-
can't. I'm not liable for what
How do you
happens.
even turn this on?
Yeah. No. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the MANSCAPED Performance Package
Can I shave my
4.0. So it comes with, yeah, probably. I mean,
Will hair come off?
yeah, I've used it on my dog.
Oh my God, you shaved your dog's pubes?
I did. I mean, he doesn't. He has a wiener.
Do
obviously,
dogs
but he
have
doesn't have any
pubes?
balls.
They have hair everywhere.
Oh, they have hair everywhere, but it just looks like all the other hair on their body. You know what?
I think poodles just a walking pile of pubic hair.
Yeah, the cutest pile of pubic hair you've ever seen in your whole life.
my
But let's get
God.
back to Manscaped. So, support for Room for Rent is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the ultimate hygiene bundle for the man in your life, the Performance Package. Help him join over 7 million men worldwide, which is 14 million balls, who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code ROOMFORRENT at manscaped.com. So that's a 14 million balls. You get this whole thing. If you want to order the performance package, you get a crop reviver, which is cool, I think, for like, I don't know, maybe razor burn. What does it say? Crop reviver. Oh, this is the ball toner. So that's fun. Crop preserver, ball deodorant. I always say, my dad probably hates that I say this, but it smells like my dad. Whatever, like the
your dad
after,
smells like balls.
whatever the like shaving cream or aftershave. Yeah. Shout out to Tom. Smells like balls. We love to see it. It's on his Wikipedia page. My dad does have a Wikipedia page. Isn't that crazy? And then it comes with some underwear, and it's good. I mean, have you ever shaved a guy's balls?
No, but one time I thought a guy gave me herpes because his pubes were so prickly and it was so
What
scary.
did prickly pubes have to do with herpes?
Because it rubbed on my like skin and it made my area bumpy because his pubes were like barbed wire. It was scary, guys. Guys, don't fuck people if like you're not taken care of down there.
That's true. Just in general, just try to maybe just keep it soft.
Just don't be a shitty person.
Maybe he should have just gotten a wax instead. So are we calling your mom?
Do
Do you think she'll answer?
my God. Let's see.
We're going to wrap this thing up in about 6 minutes.
Okay. Mom, didn't you? What is happening in the background? It's so loud in the background. Okay. Didn't you have a coworker that died from getting scratched by a cat?
Yes.
Yes, you did.
What an answer.
I sure did. Nice lady.
A nice lady.
She was a nice lady. Aww.
Oh.
Very nice lady. Stay away from cats. They're evil. I've always told you.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. We're gonna put the cat outside then.
Okay. Thanks. I love you. Bye.
She said, "Stay away from cats. They're evil."
Dude.
Your mom has no enthusiasm in her voice at all compared to you.
Yeah.
What do you think she was doing? She was like at a rave.
It sounded like
It sounded like she was at a
sounded- Is it Thursday? She goes to karaoke on Thursday.
No, Molly, it's Saturday.
It's not. It's Saturday.
Did you not know that it was Saturday?
I didn't.
Stop it. That's not-
No, I'm kidding. I definitely did. I knew. I
my
know the day of the
goodness.
week. But yeah, I hope I see Gilgamesh and Rosie the Puggle getting walked this weekend.
I'm sure you will.
I
It's been very
do.
nice
I love
out.
the reptile. I love a good reptile. I love a good snake. Yeah, life, guys. Just snakes. It's very interesting. The people who own
Do you
snakes.
wish you had a pet snake?
I don't. I want a chihuahua. I want an applehead chihuahua. I feel like
Okay,
a
so-
snake would eat that.
Yeah, I would. So your desirable roommate is a Chihuahua. Okay.
An applehead chihuahua named
what-
Mamale. I would love to name it Mamale. That's Yiddish for like baby. My little Mamala, and we could burrow through blankets together. Yeah, that's what I want.
I don't want to know what you do like when nobody's watching. Like when
my
you are
God.
home by yourself, I don't want to. Don't ever tell
I think
anybody. Don't. Just don't.
I think I caused the family that lives next to my apartment to move out because I would like change and forget to shut my blinds.
I mean, I don't know why they'd move out. They'd get to see some titties.
I know, but like maybe they're not into that.
Who's not into titties? This is America. Who's
is
not into
America.
titties?
My landlord once told me that it wasn't safe for me to have my blinds open. And I'm like, is it safe for me to live here? And like, I was so close to breaking my lease because he was just such an asshole.
Do you think he was looking at you though?
Maybe other neighbors were.
Do you still leave your blinds open?
Always.
You do everything with your blinds open. If you have a
No.
guy over,
No.
you close the blinds.
Yeah, I close my blinds if I have a guy over. Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
want
good.
to invite this guy over actually to do a puzzle with me.
Oh.
Yeah, a puzzle. Yes.
And do you think that'll work? This is Los Angeles. People don't have time for puzzles here.
No, I just maybe if they see me do my Natasha Lyonne impression.
Oh, do you want to do it for us?
I'm Natasha Lyonne.
That's it.
I've never heard her talk like that before.
It's Natasha Lyonne.
You sound more like your mom on that phone call.
Oh, it's Natasha Lyonne.
No, I've never seen her talk like that.
That's it. Natasha
Okay,
Lyonne.
the microphone's so far away
Oh
from
my
your
god, I
mouth.
did that thing. I pushed it far
You
away.
pushed it really far away.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, this has been something.
Definitely. Just
Yeah.
Good gummy worms.
Do you think you could be like married to a man and living with a man without losing your mind? Because I'm not sure.
If only he like doesn't make me feel bad for like working 17 hours a day sometimes.
Oh, I don't think nobody should make anybody feel bad about working.
A lot of times when I date guys, they get mad at me for like being ambitious.
Okay, you're dating. Well, we're gonna find you a nice guy. That's
Yeah.
not. We're not. That's no.
No.
You're a badass.
Oh my gosh.
You are.
Am I don't.
You're
I
not
filed,
fun at all.
I filed
but
my
you're
taxes.
a total badass.
I filed my taxes so wrong. I hope the IRS thinks I'm a badass too. I really hope so.
Well, we can only hope. Molly, thanks for being on the podcast. Where can people find you online? Tell them in that camera.
You can find me and upcoming shows at You Found Molly. It's my Instagram handle. There's a 0 in the Molly. So yeah.
Is that anywhere else? Twitter, TikTok, YouTube? Do you have any other
Twitter,
social media?
Young Molly with a 0 in the Molly, because Molly BOWES took my Instagram handle of just Molly BOWES, but she's a really cool girl that lives in Australia and has a lot of tattoos. So
Oh, cool.
I'm afraid to like buy that handle from her.
And you do stand-up comedy all over town.
All over LA.
And you host an open mic at...
I do.
at
Molly Malone's.
Molly Malone's. So
Yes.
check it out. Cool. Well, thanks for being on the pod. You can follow us at Room for Rent Pod on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and then you can follow me on social media at Maria Bruggere, MariaBruggere on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and more. You can listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and you can watch it on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. I don't know, be cool. The more this podcast gets out, the more fun we can have, and maybe we can have Molly back to find out what's going on in the future. I don't know. You're one of the most unpredictable people I've ever met, and I love it. So,
I mean, I'm not going to try to eat myself out on camera right now, but
nobody was asking you to do that, except for the 50-year-old woman that you lived with.
She would give me advice on how to do that, I bet.
Yep. On that note, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.